Have you ever wondered if the greatest healing secrets are not locked away in high-tech laboratories or hidden behind expensive treatments, but quietly waiting in the leaves beneath your feet, the roots beneath ancient trees, or the bittersweet taste of a forgotten fruit? For centuries, civilizations across the world turned to nature for answers long before science gave those answers a name. And yet, somewhere along the way, we stopped listening. In our relentless pursuit of fast cures and instant relief, we forgot that some of the most powerful medicines don't come with a label. They come with a story. What if I told you there are plants that can slow the ticking clock of aging at the cellular level? Trees that once held the key to fighting deadly viruses when humanity stood on the brink of despair. Simple, humble herbs growing unnoticed in quiet gardens that can ease the pain of sleepless nights and restless legs. And fruits so rich in healing compounds, they were once reserved only for kings and emperors. These aren't fairy tales. These are real discoveries backed by science, proven through generations, and trusted by those who have lived long, vibrant lives far beyond what most of us dare to imagine. So, ask yourself, what ancient secrets are we missing while reaching for another pill bottle? What priceless remedies have we walked past 1,000 times, never knowing the miracles they hold? And more importantly, how different could your life be if you simply slowed down and rediscovered them? Join me now on a journey through the world's most powerful healing plants and fruits, gifts from the earth, more precious than gold, waiting patiently to help you restore your health, your vitality, and your joy for living. Panax vietnamensis, the ginseng of the gods. High above Vietnam's central highlands, where the clouds kiss the rugged peaks of Ngọc Linh Mountain, grows a rare and sacred plant, Panax vietnamensis, or Ngọc Linh Ginseng. Known as the ginseng of the gods, this plant has long been revered for its healing power and spiritual significance. Unlike its commercialized cousins, Ngọc Linh Ginseng thrives in isolation, untouched by modern pollution. Its roots draw life from mineral-rich soils. And for centuries, the Sadang and Barao people believed it to be a divine protector, capable of restoring both body and spirit. Today, science confirms what tradition has long known. A study by Hanoi Medical University and the Korea Ginseng Research Institute found Ngọc Linh Ginseng contains over 50 unique saponins, nearly double that of Korean ginseng. These compounds are clinically proven to strengthen immunity, especially in the elderly, reduce oxidative stress and slow cellular aging, support heart health and stabilize blood pressure, enhance cognitive clarity and reduce memory decline. One compelling case is that of Tran Van Hu, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Kon Tum. After years of chronic fatigue and insomnia, an 8-week regimen of Ngọc Linh Ginseng restored his sleep and energy, allowing him to return to his beloved morning walks. His recovery was featured in the Vietnamese Journal of Traditional Medicine as a model case of herbal therapy success. Researchers attribute such results to Mangosteen R2, a rare adaptogen found almost exclusively in Ngọc Linh Ginseng, helping the body resist physical, emotional, and chemical stress. Beyond science, this plant remains deeply spiritual. Local shamans, many well into their 90s, attribute their longevity to lifelong rituals with this sacred root. For them, each preparation is an act of reverence slowly brewed, shared during moments of reflection and gratitude. Modern wellness seekers are rediscovering this mindful approach, embracing Ngọc Linh Ginseng not as a quick remedy, but as a lifelong companion for balanced, vibrant health. Emerging research also suggests it may play a role in cancer prevention by inhibiting harmful free radicals. Though further studies are needed, this rare plant continues to offer hope against chronic diseases. Yet, Ngọc Linh Ginseng is now one of the world's most endangered medicinal plants. Overharvesting and habitat loss threaten its survival, making every harvested root a fragile testament to the healing power of nature. So, If you ever hold a small, twisted root of Ngọc Linh Ginseng, remember you hold centuries of wisdom and the quiet strength of a mountain that has guarded its secrets for generations. And as you sip its gentle infusion, you may feel that same strength stir within you, a reminder that true vitality is found not in haste, but in the patient rhythms of nature. Bintangor Tree, the forgotten warrior of the rainforest. Far beneath the emerald canopies of Sarawak's rainforests, in the rhythmic heart of Borneo, stands a tree most would walk past without a second glance. Its bark, rough and weathered, its branches, tangled against the dense fog of the jungle. Yet within this quiet sentinel lies a story that shook the very foundations of modern medicine. A story of hope born in the darkest days of human suffering. This is the Calophyllum lanigerum, more widely known as the Bintangor Tree. In the early 1980s, as the HIV/AIDS epidemic spread panic and despair across the globe, medical researchers found themselves at a devastating impasse. Conventional treatments offered little relief, and fear gripped millions. Desperate for answers, a research team from the U.S. National Cancer Institute turned to the world's most ancient pharmacy, the rainforests. It was here, among the soaking mists and echoing calls of hornbills, that they discovered something extraordinary hidden within the bark of the Bintangor tree. A compound named calanolide. A something no pharmaceutical lab had ever synthesized was isolated and tested. The results were nothing short of miraculous. For the first time, a naturally derived substance showed the ability to inhibit the replication of the HIV virus, offering a glimmer of hope where there had only been despair. This discovery wasn't just a breakthrough, it was a lifeline. By 1992, clinical trials began, and although the compound would later be synthesized for larger-scale production, its origins remained a humble testament to the silent wisdom of the rainforest. But the Bintangor tree's story doesn't end there. Traditional healers of Sarawak had long revered this tree, not for the accolades it would later earn in scientific journals, but for its role in their daily lives. Locals used extracts from its bark and leaves to treat respiratory infections, skin disorders, and chronic inflammation. Remedies passed quietly from one generation to the next, long before laboratory coats and microscopes confirmed their efficacy. In a documented case from the Sarawak General Hospital, a patient suffering from chronic viral skin infections showed marked improvement after complementary treatment with traditional Bintangor bark infusions, used alongside modern antiviral medications. Though anecdotal, such cases add layers to the growing body of research that explores the synergistic effects of natural compounds when paired with conventional medicine. Calanolide A, while originally a beacon of hope against HIV, is now under investigation for broader applications. According to recent studies published in the Journal of Natural Products, the compound has demonstrated potential antiviral properties against other viruses, including strains related to hepatitis and certain coronaviruses. While more extensive clinical trials are ongoing, the scientific world watches with cautious optimism, wondering just how deep the healing power of the Bintangor tree might run. Yet, as with many treasures of the natural world, the Bintangor tree faces the threat of extinction. Overharvesting and deforestation have decimated its native habitats. Conservationists now fight not just to preserve a species, but to protect a living source of potential cures for diseases that continue to challenge humanity. What makes this story even more profound is the lesson it offers beyond science and medicine. In the quiet corners of the world, where nature's whispers often go unheard, there may lie answers to the most desperate human prayers. The question is, will we listen in time? Imagine standing beneath the towering presence of the Bintangor, its roots anchored deep in centuries of untouched soil. Think about the suffering its humble bark has helped to alleviate, the hope it has restored, and the lives it may yet save. And as you breathe in the damp, fragrant air of the jungle, you may find yourself wondering, how many more silent healers wait hidden in these forgotten forests? In a world obsessed with speed and instant solutions, perhaps the greatest breakthroughs still lie in the slow, patient growth of an unassuming tree, quietly holding within its core the secrets of survival, resilience, and healing. Rotheca myricoides, the humble healer of Africa's heartlands. Across the sun-drenched savannas of East Africa grows a modest plant with small violet-blue flowers and a faint fragrance that few notice. Yet for generations, this plant, Rotheca myricoides, has quietly played the role of healer, long before science acknowledged its power. In Ethiopia and Kenya, traditional healers have relied on its leaves and roots to treat high blood sugar, high cholesterol, digestive issues, and chronic inflammation. What was once dismissed as folklore is now backed by modern research. A breakthrough study from Addis Ababa University confirmed its remarkable effects. Animals induced with type 2 diabetes and high cholesterol showed significant improvements after receiving Rotheca myricoides extract. Blood sugar levels dropped, good cholesterol rose, and harmful LDL cholesterol and triglycerides fell sharply. But its benefits don't end there. In the same study, researchers noted improved cognitive performance, suggesting the plant's potential to protect aging minds from memory decline. A 2021 study in the African Journal of Traditional, Complementary and Alternative Medicines confirmed that flavonoids and polyphenols in this plant reduce oxidative stress in brain cells, offering hope against neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's and vascular dementia. In Eldoret, Kenya, the story of 82-year-old Mama Naomi is well known. After years of battling high blood sugar and joint pain, she turned to a simple daily tea made from Rotheca myricoides. Within months, her blood sugar stabilized, her joint pain eased, and she was once again tending her beloved garden. Her story reflects a quiet truth shared by many in rural African communities. This humble plant brings real, lasting relief. Scientists are now exploring Rotheca myricoides for its adaptogenic qualities. Much like ginseng in Asia, it helps the body resist physical, emotional, and metabolic stress, strengthening resilience in a fast-paced, demanding world. Clinical trials are underway to study its effects on insulin sensitivity and systemic inflammation, key factors in metabolic syndrome, heart disease, and stroke. Yet despite its promise, this plant remains underused and underprotected. Its native habitats face growing threats from agriculture and climate change. Without conservation efforts, we risk losing its healing gifts before fully understanding them. So, the next time you prepare your morning tea, consider this hidden within a simple African leaf may be the quiet key to a healthier, more balanced life, free from chronic illness and the fog of cognitive decline. Nature rarely shouts its miracles. Often, they're waiting quietly like the soft whisper of Rotheca myricoides, offering its healing hand to those who slow down enough to listen. Callisia fragrans, the quiet guardian of restful nights. In the forgotten corners of gardens, quietly thriving where few notice, grows a plant known as Callisia fragrans, or the basket plant. While often seen as a simple ornamental, this humble plant holds a legacy of healing that stretches across Russia, Eastern Europe, and Southeast Asia. For centuries, Callisia fragrans has been cherished for its ability to calm the restless body and mind, soothe aching joints, and restore the deep, restful sleep that aging so often steals away. In Russia, particularly during the late 20th century, it became a trusted, natural remedy. Elders brewed its thick leaves into teas and tinctures, turning to it for relief from chronic insomnia, joint pain, and nighttime muscle cramps. Science has since validated these traditions. Studies from the Russian Academy of Medical Sciences reveal that Callisia fragrans is rich in flavonoids and phytosterols, natural compounds that reduce inflammation, boost immunity, and improve circulation, essential factors in easing nighttime discomfort and promoting restorative sleep. A study published in Herbal Medicine Research followed elderly patients in Novosibirsk who struggled with leg cramps and poor sleep. After 6 weeks of daily Callisia fragrans tea, over 70% experienced fewer painful cramps, deeper sleep, and reduced dependence on synthetic sleep aids. Elena Petrova, a retired ballet instructor from Moscow, lived this transformation. Years of performance left her with chronic joint pain and restless nights. Prescription medications only dulled her senses, but with a simple nightly infusion of Callisia fragrans, her pain eased, her sleep returned, and at 78 she found herself gracefully stretching once more, a quiet echo of the dancer she had been. The beauty of Callisia fragrans lies in its gentle, consistent support. It doesn't promise overnight cures, but offers the patient comfort of steady, natural healing, like a faithful companion walking quietly by your side. Today, as more people turn back to mindful, natural healing, Callisia fragrans remains a beacon for those seeking peace without side effects. While modern medicine races ahead, this humble plant waits ready to offer relief to those willing to slow down, listen, and embrace the quiet wisdom of nature. So, when the weight of the day feels heavy and your body longs for rest, remember, sometimes the most powerful medicine is a simple cup of tea, and the gentle reminder that healing often comes not in loud cures, but in life's quietest moments. Mangosteen, the queen of fruits and guardian of vitality. Beneath the tropical canopies of Southeast Asia hangs the prized mangosteen, Garcinia mangostana, affectionately known as the queen of fruits. Beyond its sweet, tangy flavor, this fruit has long been a symbol of healing and resilience. Once reserved for royalty, legends even say Queen Victoria promised knighthood to anyone who could deliver it fresh to her. But its greatest value isn't in its taste, it's in the powerful compounds hidden beneath its deep purple rind. Rich in xanthones, some of nature's most potent antioxidants, mangosteen has been used for centuries across Thailand, Indonesia, and Malaysia to treat inflammation, digestive issues, and chronic fatigue. Modern science has confirmed what ancient healers knew. Studies from the Mayo Clinic and Harvard Medical School show that xanthones help reduce chronic inflammation, improve energy, and support joint and digestive health. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that diabetic patients consuming mangosteen rind extract experienced better blood sugar control and reduced oxidative stress, key factors in slowing aging and preventing heart disease and cognitive decline. But it's the lived experiences of people like Ibu Ketut from Bali, a 90-year-old known as the guardian of the mangosteen, that truly showcase its magic. Despite her age, she remains active and full of life, crediting her vitality to a lifetime of consuming mangosteen in every form, fresh, brewed into herbal teas, and prepared in age-old remedies. Her simple philosophy: the body grows old, but the blood stays young if you feed it right. For those who've grown up with it, mangosteen isn't a superfood trend, it's a way of life, a reminder that true health is built slowly and naturally. Traditional healers often brew its tough purple rind into a bitter, antioxidant-rich tea, calming inflammation and restoring balance after heavy meals or illness. So, the next time you hold a mangosteen in your hand, pause and appreciate its centuries of wisdom. In its sweetness lies not just nourishment for the body, but a gentle reminder to slow down, breathe deeply, and savor life's simplest gifts. Sapodilla, the sweet remedy hidden in simplicity. In a world obsessed with exotic superfoods and miracle cures, there remains a quiet, unpretentious fruit that has healed generations not through bold promises, but through simple, enduring nourishment, with a warm, caramel-like flavor and humble appearance. Manilkara zapota, or Sapodilla, carries a medicinal history far richer than its modest looks suggest. Long before science explained its benefits, Sapodilla was revered across Central America and Southeast Asia as a symbol of resilience. The Mayans used its sticky latex, chicle, as the original chewing gum, believing it strengthened teeth and purified breath. But the true healing power lies in its fruit and bark rich in polyphenols, flavonoids, and essential minerals like potassium and magnesium, shielding the body from oxidative stress and inflammation. One remarkable story comes from Veracruz, Mexico, where 88-year-old Don Esteban remains a symbol of vitality. His secret: a daily ritual of sapodilla bark tea and a small bowl of fresh fruit. Local doctors were astonished by his stable blood pressure, perfect kidney function, and sharp memory, proof that simple traditions often outlast modern medicine. Scientific studies back these traditions. Sapodilla bark has been shown to support kidney health and reduce the risk of kidney stones. Its fiber and anti-inflammatory compounds ease digestive discomfort, while its high potassium content helps regulate blood pressure and strengthen the heart. For those battling restless nights, Sapodilla's magnesium gently calms the nerves, promoting deep, restful sleep. Traditional medicine also uses sapodilla leaves and bark as soothing compresses for aching joints. Elders swear by warm sapodilla poultices to ease swelling and pain in arthritic knees and tired ankles. But beyond its healing, sapodilla offers something equally precious: comfort. Its sweetness evokes memories of simpler times, of healing that came not from prescriptions, but from a mother's hands and a bowl of sun-warmed fruit. Even today, wellness retreats across Asia are rediscovering sapodilla's quiet magic, teaching guests the value of slow, mindful nourishment. So, when life feels heavy and the body weary, remember, healing doesn't always require something new. Sometimes, the answer lies in what's been quietly waiting all along, in the familiar sweetness of sapodilla, a reminder that the simplest things often hold the greatest power. Now that you've explored nature's hidden gardens, felt the cool mists of Ngọc Linh Mountain, stood beneath the Bintangor trees, and tasted the sweet simplicity of sapodilla, ask yourself, when did we forget that nature has always been our greatest healer? In chasing modern cures, we've drifted from the very roots that once sustained us. But nature still waits quietly, offering her wisdom in every leaf, every root, every fruit. Healing, as she reminds us, doesn't come from urgency or noise. It comes through patience, through small, mindful choices made every day. So, will you keep searching for quick fixes? Or will you return to the gentle embrace of the earth? Perhaps it starts simply: a calming tea from Callisia fragrans before bed, a few slices of Ngọc Linh Ginseng to renew your mornings, the sweet taste of Mangosteen or a ripe sapodilla reminding you that healing can be as gentle and satisfying as it is profound. True healing isn't a destination, it's a way of living. And if you listen closely, you might already hear that quiet voice calling you back. The choice is yours. Nature is waiting, and so is the life you've always deserved. Take that first step,